Think of Foundry like a production line for intelligence. It takes more than a great model to build these agents and applications. The system around the model, right, whether they are evals, this orchestration layer, or RAG, all really, really matter. And Foundry is that complete app platform for the AI age. Over 70,000 organizations are already using it across industries: BMW, Carvana, Coca-Cola, NASDAQ, along with many IaaS models. And now you can provision throughput once on Foundry, and you can use all that provision throughput across multiple models, including Grok, right? And the Foundry agent service lets you build declarative agents, in fact, just with few lines of code just on in the portal. For complex workflows, it supports multi-agent orchestration. It integrates seamlessly with frameworks like Semantic Kernel, AutoGen, and you can use the agent service essentially like a managed service for the execution environment. And more than 10,000 organizations are already using it, and I'm excited to share that now the agent service is generally available. And today we are taking the next step, modernizing Windows for the agentic web. We're announcing native support for MCP in Windows. To reach the users and the markets you want. Talking about trust, open source is at the core of GitHub, and we're taking this next big step. As GitHub Copilot has evolved inside VsCode, AI has become so central to how we code. And that's why we're open sourcing Copilot in VsCode. We're really excited about this. Entire process seamless. And the next thing we're introducing is an autonomous agent for site reliability engineering, or SRE. Right? I mean, think about one of the biggest pain points for any of us, right? Getting woken up in the middle of the night to deal with a live site issue. Take a PagerDuty memory leak issue. The SRE agent starts automatically triaging, root causing, mitigating the issue, and then it logs the incident management report as a GitHub issue with all the repair items. The thing that is easiest for me, in fact, it even has some caching stuff, which I have no idea what that is, but I guess there's a staging cache and then a Redis. Okay, fine. Let's do the thing that I can do, which is assign it to my new buddy, Copilot. So I'm going to assign it, and there you go. Let's go and see. Let me scroll down. It's picked it up. It sees me. It creates a PR, and you see that nice eye emoji? It sort of knows that I'm here, and it's sort of going on to work. And we'll come back and check it out later, right? It's just so fun, right, to be able to go take care of issues like that, like the process itself and the life cycle get faster. Obviously, you also are working on a lot of models and are very sort of fantastic. In fact, we've had a chance to sort of sim ship a lot of the models you guys have built. Just tell us a little bit about what's sort of coming as far as the model roadmap itself.
The models are already very smart. They will continue to get smarter too. But I think one of the most exciting things is the models will get simpler to use. You won't have so many to pick from. It'll just sort of automatically do the right thing. They'll get much more reliable. You'll be able to trust them for much more. There'll be a lot more features like multimodality and great tool use and integration. It'll be closer to the it just works. I can talk to it. I can do a complicated coding agentic thing. I can rely on it. And I think people are going to be surprised at how fast we're going to make progress in those.
You can add, things like episodic or semantic memory by using Azure Search and a new retrieval system, which I'll talk about later. And as a developer, you can now publish. And this is the biggest thing, right? Now you can build an agent, you can publish your agent to the agent store, and have them discovered and distributed across both Copilot and Teams, providing you access to the hundreds of millions of users and unlocking that opportunity.
Platform components and first-party services to be MCP uplifted, like we've chosen it as our standard protocol for agentic communication, like between agents. But what's better than all of that is like just getting something standard that we can all use and build on top of. And like we hope that thing is MCP. I'm announcing today, and you all should go check out the code in the GitHub repo, NLWeb. And the idea behind NLWeb is it is a way for anyone who has a website or an API already to very easily make their website or their API an agentic application. It lets you implement and leverage the full power of large language models to enrich the services and products that you're already offering. And because every NLWeb endpoint is by default an MCP server, it means that those things that people are offering up via NLWeb will be accessible to any agent that speaks MCP.
So compound, a new molecule, and that's why we're bringing together the entire stack I talked about today and saying, look, let's apply it to science and the scientific workflow, the scientific process. That's our ambition with Microsoft Discovery, which we are announcing today. Microsoft, yeah? Yeah. If you sort of think about GitHub for software developers, Microsoft 365, and Copilot and Copilot Studio for knowledge work and business process, Microsoft Discovery is for science, right? It's built on a very powerful graph-based knowledge engine, GraphRag. And instead of just merely retrieving facts, I mean, this is the key thing. It understands the nuanced knowledge in the scientific domain, right?
So this is very promising. But I know what you're wondering. Did we actually make a discovery? Well, this is not just a demo. We really did this. We took one of the most promising candidates and synthesized it. They didn't let me bring a new material unknown to humans onto this stage, but I've got this video from the lab. So we can see there my coolant, and we dropped a standard PC in it, and it's running Forza Motorsport. And it is keeping the temperature stable with no fans. It's literally very cool.